DM me, said, how was it in Chicago? So some of y'all don't know why I was there. So I went to go see John Ali. John Ali, if you follow me on Instagram, you just saw it. But John Ali was the national secretary of the Nation of Islam, right? And many of you know that, obviously you can look behind me and know that I'm definitely like pro Malcolm X, right? However, I only want to use however after Malcolm X. In addition to me being a advocate of Malcolm X, I just desire the truth. You know what I mean? And so I believe I am doing the best that I can possibly do. Even though I may ask slanted questions, even though I have preconceived notions, even though I believe what I believe for 43 years, I believe that I am making an honest effort at just knowing the truth, you know. And so I went to go interview him for a couple hours. We actually spent the whole day together, and actually recorded us having. He let me record him all day. So I got tons of recordings. They're gonna start coming out. You guys will start seeing them on the channel. And so that's what I want. He's 94 years old. I called him Saturday. I was on a plane Saturday by 7. I caught a red eye, and Sunday at noon we were hanging out, you know. So we spent the day together yesterday, and I got a lot of information. I need to do a recap video just so history has it, you know, not necessarily just us, but you know, years down the line, people may want to use that as a resource. But you know, I had a great time, you know, and um I'll say this. Uh what I am learning just from talking, gotta find you, B. Just from talking to I've spoken to maybe 5 to 10 different people, you know, whether they've been formal or informal or in interviews, not in interviews. There's a disconnect between like the new Nation of Islam and the old Nation of Islam that I'm
That's not true.
No, what I can I talk?
My bad.
Hell.
I thought I was on mute. My bad,
No,
friend.
I know. I'll let you talk for as long as you want. I'll let you. I want you to disagree with me. I want you to disagree. I don't care if you disagree.
No, that's my fault. I apologize. I was out of turn. My bad.
No worries, B. And so I use the word huge, but wrong word. There's a disconnect. So maybe you're wrong for me saying the word huge. But here's what I'm learning. I'm learning that um when you're in, right? And what I mean by when you're in, you're in. If you're in the Nation of Islam, you're in the Nation of Islam. And and that's just how they ride. When you're out of the Nation of Islam, and what I learned from and you guys gonna see it in the interview. I'm gonna drop the full interview probably in about a month. I'm gonna chop it up in pieces. Y'all know how to do it. So, anyways, I can literally see his disposition change with people, not just Malcolm X, but with people who he used the term deviate, who deviated from the Nation of Islam. And albeit Malcolm X is probably the most popular person to go against Elijah Muhammad. And and I'm kind of understanding, not that I agree with it. The mindset of John Ali. Like he believes that Elijah Muhammad was the last prophet of Allah, and he said he still lives by it. But I'm excited about knowing the truth. You know what I mean? And I'll let Brandon talk because he wants to jump in. Go ahead, B.
Oh no, man! I just want to tell you, I didn't know why you was in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you doing a hell of a work when it comes to people in the Nation of Islam now, I just got to plug you into the New York connection. You ain't touched New York yet. You got to touch New York, Fred.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw out a name, and if you need me to, I'm gonna call him and I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna try to set up. This dude was a curator in the Nation of Islam.
Was he what?
History. a curator. He curated history in the Nation of Islam.
Okay.
His name is Lance Shabazz. Have you ever heard of him?
If you tell me what he did, I probably will. But not
Lance, he used to have. As a matter of fact, do you remember a lot of that footage in the Who Killed Malcolm X documentary? A lot of that footage is his.
Okay.
The footage that you see with the brother walking across, and we got a clear shot of the gunman, that's his footage. Where, matter of fact, he's in the documentary. If you go back, he's the big brother with the red striped suit on with the glasses, with the gold like glasses. That is a brother that you want to get in contact with. Now, when it comes to the history of John Ali, let's talk about John Ali.
Yeah.
Okay. Did John Ali tell you that that he was Malcolm X's secretary and that he lived with Malcolm X? Did he tell you that?
Yeah. From 1957 to 1960. Yeah.
That's right. Did he tell you about what his reputation was as the national secretary? And you know he got removed as the national secretary. Did he tell you about that?
Yeah, in 1970. Yeah, 69, 70. Yeah, we spoke about all that. I did my research. Yeah.
Did he tell you about the FBI? The rumor,
we talked about
tag that's on him.
We talked about it. We talked about it. We talked about that.
Right. The story, the way he explains it, which is from what we understand from the Freedom of Information Act, not true. He says I know what he told you. He told you that he had an interview with the FBI in Chicago. He was trying to get a job there. Did he tell you about that?
Yeah.
I figured, okay, well, I'm not gonna go into your interview, Fred, because I study these people. You got to remember, I grew up with these people, and
probably if DB wants to chime in, feel free to after him. Yeah, but go ahead, continue.
But I studied these people, Fred. I just want to say thank you for the great work you're doing. Even though I might not, like you said, the question is skewed because of your bias, but I see that you're learning and growing, because you just made a statement a minute ago that I've been trying to get you to see or trying to explain the concept to, and it's like it crystallized for you, where you was like, when you in, you in. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I don't want to compare it to the mafia, but it's kind of like, I mean, you inside of this thing and you adhere to the principles. It's like a juggernaut, like you just keep rolling. So the history that you provide, man, a lot of people, do you know you only one of the second or third people to ever talk to John Ali? He don't give interviews.
I know.
He had to duck the nation of, and when you say it was a disconnect between then and now, what it is we call them prior to 75 pioneers. They are prior in the everybody who's ever been a part of the Nation of Islam knows that the Nation of Islam, the way it existed it stopped in 1975 with the Elijah Muhammad departing. So that's the breaking point. And then his son Wallace destroyed the Nation of Islam that we knew. And then Minister Farrakhan came back in 1977 and started to rebuild it. There's a lot of bad blood because of the rumors and a lot of things that went on. Have you heard of, I know you've heard of it, but have you talked to anybody that was involved in the Hanifi murders in Washington, D.C.?
No, I haven't. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I haven't spoken to you.
Okay. Do you know why the murders happened, right?
Yeah, but tell the people. Tell the people.
Okay, well, I ain't gonna go into it. If you know the history, I ain't gonna go into it. But that might be a history that you might want to look into too, because it's deep. But all of that, and I'm gonna tell you another place, and I'm gonna let you go, Fred, because when you said John Ali and you flew out to see John Ali, man, like you got a lot. Did he show you into the letters, his private letters from the message? Did he show you into that stuff?
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Dang on it, man. But anyway,
well, what's in the private letters? What's in the private letters?
Listen to me. When this how the Nation of Islam was structured prior to 75. To reach the Elijah Muhammad, you had to write a letter. Most of the letters and most of the business, all of the business dealings went through John Ali.
I know.
Being the national secretary. So John Ali, I'm pretty sure he told you about how they built the fish market, how the messenger sent him to Peru. Did he talk about that when he went to Peru? Or
no, he didn't. We didn't talk about that. But we glanced over the fishes and all that. I was more interested in the people. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry for it. Did he talk to you about the bank, the guaranteed bank that they was getting ready to buy and the apartment building? Did you get in any of the business and the way he ran the day-to-day goings on, or you didn't get in any of that?
Yeah, he kind of deviated from that a little bit.
Oh, yeah, and that word deviate, that's a NOI word. I mean, that's one of our words.
I
That's a
know.
word.
He said
That
it 100
and
times.
hypocrite
I figured
and
that.
hypocrite
Hypocrite and
and hypocrite.
deviate. Yeah.
That's a dirty word. Give them a dirty word. Give them a dirty word
Hmm.
in 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 uh the Nation of Islam. But Fred, keep doing what you're doing. I know a lot of times people probably don't understand your motivation, but from what I'm looking at, and you create history, uh, people gonna be referring to your interviews, especially on the people like Khalid Ali and all of those. People are going to be referring to those interviews because I don't know if you know, it's not a lot of work or interviews documented the way that you have been documented.
Hmm.
So I may not agree with a lot of things,
You
but Fred,
probably
keep up the
won't,
good
but
work, man.
I'm gonna keep
But
doing
I
it though.
enjoy the hell out of it, and I learn every day. Like I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning every day from you. And this shit is inspirational to me, Fred. And it
Mm.
keep going, especially at work. So thank you, man. And that was a beautiful sacrifice. You jumping on the plane to see that, man, because
Mm.
I know he don't give interviews and he don't talk to people. He's always been kind of paranoid because of the
Yeah.
way he was treated. But I'm not gonna go into that. I ain't gonna go into that. I'm pretty sure he'll reveal all that in the interview.
Hmm.
But thank you, Fred. Keep your foot on that, nigga. I'm sorry I was long winded, and peace to the third, man.
Hmm. Appreciate you. Shout out to the third shift. DB, y'all both were born into it. Born into the
Yeah.
Nation of Islam. Yeah.
So first things first. I think probably because of his accent, but he was saying curator.
Oh, okay. Curator. Okay.
And I'm sure you know the role of a curator. But I would like to say this though, when you said that there's a disconnect, and again, I think Reggie mentioned also. He said that's with all groups, all religions. But if we, and again, I'm not trying to make this into a holy war or trying to say that it's not the goal here, but you can say the same thing about, let's say, I don't know, let me just pick one. Let's say Christianity, for example, right? If we brought in 10 people and had them call back to back, not even with years separated, right? And we asked them about the Holy Trinity, you think they would all say the same thing?
No, probably not.
Okay, but then in that case, then you would have to say, oh, there's a huge disconnect to Christianity, right? Because there's so many, there's Methodists and there's Lutherans and Baptists and Presbyterians and Protestants and Pentecostal and what they call them, Episcopalians, and there's so many different ones. So when you make a statement about one, you just got to make sure that it's not it's got to be either a blanket statement or it's got to be very direct. It can't be in the middle.
Explain what you mean by that.
I'm sorry?
Explain what you mean. What do you mean by that?
Because if you say there's a disconnect with Islam, then you have to say that there's a disconnect with religions.
No, I don't. I think if we're being specific to the conversation, I think that you can just stay on that focus. I don't know if Sheila's mad at the basketball game, Amy don't have to be mad at the basketball game.
Okay.
I don't think none is the same. I think everything stands on its own. Obviously, you don't agree with that.
Okay.
But I mean, you know what? Listening to him speak, I was sitting there like I can feel like I can literally put myself in whatever we were talking about. I can put myself there with him, because if you watch his mannerisms, well, I see. I had 2 hours with him before we did the interview, right? So
yeah,
I was able to pick up on his mannerisms and what he gets excited about. You understand? So in the interview, I knew like one, what he was passionate about, and two, his dispositions tell the story. And I was able to say I can literally put myself in 1954 when he was talking, when he joined the Nation of Islam, or 1957 when he lived with Malcolm X, or I can literally put myself there just because of how he was telling the story. And
A curator.
Is that a curator?
Yeah, I mean, a person they take like artifacts or certain things, and then they explain them in extreme detail, but they bring them to people so they can understand them.
Yeah,
it's like a curator is almost like a narrator.
Okay, like a narrator. Yeah. And I mean, he said a whole bunch of stuff, man, that y'all gonna. I'll send you the whole interview, DB, so you can watch it. And it's just it's very enlightening. Say it again.
No, I was saying I didn't do this one with Fred.
No, our times were screwed up because I text him as soon as I knew what time. I didn't know what time I was doing the interview because he's slow as hell. He's 94 years old. He's slow. So it took us 2 hours to get out of his house. You know what I mean? It took us literally 2 hours. So what we gonna do? I said, well, we gonna go to my hotel room and we gonna hang out and we could do whatever you want to do. You want to eat first? You want to do the interview first? Because he still only eats once a day, you know, and he still abides by Elijah Muhammad's teaching. So and I was going somewhere with this. Damn. Oh yeah. So our time. So I text DB at 12:18. I was like, text me your questions, right? And because I didn't know if I was gonna be able to call him because I didn't know my setup in the hotel and yada yada yada. But when actuality, it's the same thing. So I would have called him. But my phone, because I had to use all the plugs on this wall in the hotel. And my phone was on the other wall in the hotel. So I couldn't. So when you text me back 2 hours later, I was already in the middle of the interview. So that's what it was. So that's really what happened. So I would have loved for you to have done it with me, you know. But actually, I wish I had a cameraman follow. The next time I do an interview like this, I'm gonna hire a local camera guy or something like that. Reason being, because the conversations we had once he started eating, and I was able to record. I put my phone in the middle of the table, so it ain't no hiding and none of that shit. He knew he was being recorded, and I put it in the thing, and it's like I put it face down because you can't see nothing. You only can hear us. And he started talking a whole lot more. And here's what I took from one of the things that he said. He said when we talked about Malcolm X, right? Because he knew I was. He and I talked for 2 hours, so he knew where I was coming from. And he says, as it pertains to Malcolm X, and he said something about, oh man, what's his name? Anyway, I'm not gonna say the name because I don't want to be quoted. But I asked him about a certain minister, and he said, oh yeah, at that time every minister wanted to kill Malcolm X. And I said, huh? And he says, oh yeah, everybody did. And he said it like 3 or 4 times. And we're having dinner. And I'm like, wow. And then he also said something to the effect of about how important deviation is to them. And he says he believed every word, every syllable that Elijah Muhammad said. Every word, every syllable. And all this is like, so I can understand like I shouldn't say understand, but I'm starting to see like how they operated. And like I don't know if I could have done it because I'm very independent. I'm gonna tell you how quick this was. I got up Friday. I was having panic. I've never had a panic attack in my life, guys. Never in my life have I had a panic attack, right? And I use the term panic attack loosely. Okay, not like oh, I'm dying, I'm gonna kill myself. No, nothing like that. But anyways, I was talking to Khalila Muhammad on Friday. And for those of you who don't know, my license is expired because of COVID and I couldn't go to the DMV. And I took my business out of the post office and I moved it to a black business postal thing, right? So all my old mail from the DMV went to the post office, and I couldn't renew my license. So that's why I couldn't renew my license. So, anyways, so I'm thinking I can't get on the plane. And so I'm talking to Khalil Muhammad because she and I was going to go down together at the same time, right? And we was going to coordinate it, and so be it. And this was Friday. Friday night, I go to bed. I wake up having panic attacks, like out of breath, like, and I'm like, I gotta go see this man, because I wouldn't like myself if the man, because he's 94 years old, right? So I would be mad at myself. I had an opportunity to interview this man, because we've been conversing for 2 weeks now. Me and John Ali had been conversing for 2 weeks, and so I said, so Saturday I wake up and I says, let me see if I could travel on an expired. I am right dirty. If I can fly with an expired license. I'm just interested. I've never done it before. I've never had an expired license in my life. So my passport got stolen somehow, some way. And I'm mad because it got like 40 countries on it. And so I drive to the airport. I literally drive to the airport at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock noon. I go run my 4 miles in the morning. I go to my first day at Planet Fitness. I get out the shower at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock to be exact. I was at the airport at 1:03. So I go to TSA and I say, excuse me. And I say, excuse me. Let me finish the story and I'll let you in. So I says, so I go to TSA and I say, can I travel with an expired license? It says, yeah, you have up to a year. And I says, really? I come home and I says, I'm going. I didn't even call John Ali. I says, I'm going to Chicago. I was at the airport by 4 o'clock. So from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, I was at the airport. You know what I mean? Thank God I'm have the capabilities of moving that fast. And that's literally how it happened, And I had no clue I was going to Chicago, but I just couldn't live with myself knowing that this man knows the history. And how about if he expires this week, And so that's so allegedly I drove to the airport, yeah, and I parked on Airport Boulevard, nigga, and went into the Hertz, Frugal Fred, caught the tram from Hertz to my terminal, and got off, and it worked out perfectly. Didn't pay for my thing, but here's what I did learn: I couldn't rent a car. My dumb ass. I'm in a line at the airport, right, to get my car, and I'm like, they ain't gonna rent me no car. My license is expired. So I paid $300 in Lyft fees. You know what I mean, this weekend, but it's okay. So it's okay. I was lifted because he was 15 miles away from me. Not 15 miles, but the restaurant and going back and forth and the airport. So it was about $250 in Uber fees. So it probably worked out the same with the gas and but the timing would have been a little bit better. So that's what it is, man. And it's he was very honest and forthright as he can be. And he did have a meeting with J. Edgar Hoover, and he says, I never met with him. That was the only time I ever met with him, because I was on him about that. I was like, history is going to prove, history says, if you were to die today, they would say that you were an agent. He says, no, I wasn't an agent. I only met with J. Edgar Hoover one time. And I told people, I told Malcolm X, I told Elijah Muhammad, I told everyone that needed to know that was my history, and they let them in. So y'all take what you want to take from it. I was very deliberate with my questions. He's 94 years old, so I had to repeat a lot of stuff, and but it is what y'all start getting it like tomorrow or Wednesday. It'll start dropping and shit, but it is what it is, man. And more stuff is to come out. Some stuff you gonna like, sometimes you gonna hate me, sometimes you gonna like me, and I'm comfortable with it, and but this is this is something that I've been on my heart for 20 years, you know, and now that I got the finances and I got the freedom to actually do things like this, I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? That's why I'm so happy that fighters aren't fighting, man. Like, this is more important than boxing, but I would have never thought about it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would have never thought about this because I would have been in Texas. I would have been at a strip club all weekend. This weekend, I ain't lying. I wouldn't even went to the fight. Maybe I would have because Mo Hooker was fighting. I probably would have went, but I wouldn't have been thinking about going to the fight. I would have lied, and I would have lied. Said, I'm going to the fight. Nah, I ain't going to no fight. I'm going because I wanted to spend 3 days in Dallas. So I would have been there this weekend, and I would have had this project in my head. So I'm doing a lot of work behind the scenes, and as they come to fruition, they come. And I don't know the timing of them. I don't know when things gonna look our way, and you know what I mean. So, but yeah, expect something culminating by the end of the year, though. So, but yeah, so that's where I'm at with it, man. And being a truth seeker is a gift and a curse to the people that's looking on. Because you will forever have ideologies and biases, and because you're human. And then there's a side of you of the unknown. Like listening to him was a lot of the stuff that I didn't know. And so I was very happy that he was very forthright. Was he honest? History is going to tell us whether he's honest or not. I can't say, oh, you're lying. I don't know that, so but I can cross-reference my facts and all that. And I talked to him about a lot, y'all gonna like it because I asked him the questions that, are you an agent? Were you an agent? Nah, I wasn't an agent. He talks so slow and deliberate. So, but yeah, go ahead, DB.
No, that's I'm just enjoying listening to these. For some people they might call them bucket lists. For some people they might call them, being a dream catcher or whatever it may be. But you had these things in your head, and these are dreams and aspirations and ideas, and they have came to and are coming to fruition. So it's it's good just to hear it and be this close to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Very close. As close as you can be. Yeah. Yeah. And he asked about, he was talking about, and we spoke about Khalid Muhammad. God, I wish I had a fucking camera.
No. Don't say too much because people got to listen to it.
No, it wasn't on camera. This wasn't on camera. Oh, dude, I got so much off camera, the stories. I wish next time I do this, I got to have a cameraman follow me. I got to produce it better because the shit he was saying, I got like 8 hours of information that's only going to be documented in my head, and half of it's going to be lost. But he was talking about Khalid Muhammad, and because I asked him, I says, why do if you deviate, because he loved the word deviate, he says it 100 times, deviate, when you deviate, why, or when you deviate from the leader and you're his right hand man, why does that have to cost you your life? Because and that's when Khalid Muhammad came up, right? And about him getting shot in Riverside. And he says, well, and then he went back to what Malcolm said. He said Malcolm knew what was coming because he helped create it. He know the energy in which he didn't say this, but the energy in which it come from. But I'm like, why is that the expectation? He didn't really have an answer for that. He didn't really have he didn't have an answer and then he's just basically like shrugs. You know how the Michael Jordan shrug when he hit the 6-3 against the Portland Trail Blazers, so I always wondered that, like when Khalid Muhammad, Malcolm X, I always wondered, so.
You wonder why they why they knew it was coming?
No, he said, no, he flat out said, I might drop this video tonight or tomorrow but you got to see him say it though. Like you got to see, man, it's like driving over a jelly bean. So I'm like, why are you so emotionless? Because I don't care who it is. I would be somewhat emotional. This man was great friends with Malcolm X. I mean, listen to me. They lived together for 4 years. Malcolm X had his first child. His first child, Attila, I believe is the oldest. Attila lived with him their first year. So I'm confused. Like, that's what bugged me. I asked him 15 times, why are you so emotionless? He said he's a hypocrite. But I just couldn't. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can turn. I don't know if I have that turn off and on switch with human life. You understand? Like, I don't know if I can do that. And then he talked about. He gave me some biblical analogy. Oh gosh. Oh, he gave me a biblical analogy. It'll come to me, but he gave me a biblical analogy that I'm drawing a blank on right now. But it was interesting. It was a hell of a ride though.
Man.
It was a yeah, I wish you could have came with me. It was a hell of a ride, dog. Man. If I had more time, I would have called you and PPD and maybe y'all could have worked it out. But it was, I mean, it literally went from, you know how Drake or the best in the world say 0 to 100 real quick. It went from 0 to 100 real quick, man.
No.
I ain't even lying. I ain't make no concessions or nothing. I said, I'm going to Chicago. Y'all deal. Lincoln, Kennedy, I'm gone. Dre, you figure it out. Y'all do this. I'm gone. Like, you know what I mean? So, and it worked out. I was only gone a day, but yeah, you know, so, but that's it, man. I'm happy to do this. And this is going to happen a lot more often. You know, I know I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to get the top of the top. I'm trying to get everybody, you know, so, and that's why I'm inviting a lot of Nation of Islam members on. I'm still perplexed. I'm still not like understanding the disconnect between human life and like the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. I still don't get that as it pertains to Malcolm. Like I still can't fathom like a culture over religion because you disagree. I still can't fathom that. I don't get that at all. So, DB.
Yeah. Yeah. I want people to be able to listen to all the interviews that we've done. So, you know, yeah, that'll be fun.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Hey, you know what's funny? The people that don't come to the show, they're gonna be like, I hate Fred. And then they're gonna be like, I like DB. I guarantee you that's what the comments gonna say. Fred is that guy's they don't know my name because I don't think I say my name a lot in interviews, but he a hater. Man, that's all I know. So, you know, so yeah, this shit happens so fast, man. And it's funny. It's funny. And let this be an inspiration to y'all. I'm literally, see, I don't put things in perspective, but when I was on a plane, I was able to put shit in perspective, right?
Yeah.
This is the same thing ABC does, NBC does, Turner Broadcasting, you name it. This is the same thing. Y'all motherfuckers can be a network too. You can interview who you want to interview too. You can do it. It ain't like I gotta go to Network World. I gotta go to Producer World and learn how to be a producer. No, if you live in a comfortable house, you know how to produce. If you know how to put toothpaste on a toothbrush, you know how to produce your morning. If you know how to put mayonnaise on a sandwich, you know how to produce your lunch. It's the same practices. And I was on a plane coming back, you know, and I'm sitting there like, damn, I'm a one-man person, right? So I thank God for DB and PPD, but I'm just a man that just, you know what I mean? Just, I'm very trustworthy of myself. And I was just sitting there thinking like, damn, this is the same thing that the executive from ABC tells his team in New York, hey, we need you to go do this interview. It's the same thing. I was trying to do that, and then I realized, nah, I got to go do this. I really got to go do this interview, and that's what it was, man. And it was we got Wesley Muhammad coming on next week, next Tuesday or Wednesday, and yeah, he's very interesting. He's very interesting. And yeah, so that's gonna be an interesting show. So the platform is open to whoever wants to come on and do what they want, say what they want. I have my beliefs, they have theirs, and that's the truth. But I think it's just important that I don't believe in censorship at all. I don't believe in yelling or cursing people out because they disagree with me. I don't care. And I'm glad this platform exists. I'll be honest. And I'm glad I have the maturity to do something. Man, if I would have did this shit in my 30s, oh my God, I would have sounded like H Money. Oh, I ain't gonna lie to y'all niggas. I ain't gonna lie. For real, you know. And because and then y'all gotta go watch the interview. The interview was fucking amazing, dog. It's really good. I had to be really deliberate. You know, he's an older man. He couldn't hear me sometimes, and I was trying to keep him at a certain temperature. But when he talk about, oh my God, I don't even know if it's on camera. Oh man, I don't know because I haven't finished watching the interview. I'm trying to get Nuri now. So if you know Nuri Muhammad, tell him to come on. I'm not gonna DM the nigga twice. I'm just not doing it. But I'll just say
that's a busy man.
Yeah, I know you're a busy man. I don't hold it against him, but I'm sitting there and I'm literally not about to. Nah, I'm not doing that. And so because you asked me to do something once, I'm gonna do it. I respond to every DM, I respond to every phone call, every text. You know what I mean? I don't say, oh man, I was busy Tuesday, man. It's fucking Saturday. I ain't that type of person. So I go in, you know, it's just anyways. What was I gonna say? What was I talking about? DB. Shit.
You were talking about getting some people on. You said you got Nuri on. You were talking about Wesley Muhammad coming on.
Yeah, Wesley Muhammad. Yeah.
That.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot. But anyways, man.
Producing your own. People producing on shows and being able to be content creators.
Yeah, and the hot button about obviously Elijah Muhammad and whether or not they were his wives. You're gonna really like. It's. Man, I'm just gonna say y'all just go to enjoy the interview. I didn't hold no punches. I asked them kind of, but it's just I don't know if it's on camera or not because I haven't finished editing the interview yet. But if it's not, I'll tell the story. It's on camera, me asking him, but he opened up at dinner, and he's just sitting there like, "Oh no." Here's what he said. It is on camera. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say. He said, Elijah Muhammad has secretaries everywhere. I said, what? At dinner, but at dinner, he talks about it more. And this is Elijah Muhammad's right-hand man. Like right-hand man. Like I am to DB, DB is to Fred, as it pertains to this show. Like he says, oh man, everywhere. And I'm like, huh? And the dude, I don't have this on camera, so I'm gonna tell you guys. He said, "Oh yeah, we all used to eat dinner together," and I'm like, "For real?" He says, "Yeah, Tayanetta, and we used to have dinner together." And I'm like sitting there, like, "Really?" He says, "Yeah." And when this is not on camera, and when I talked to him about Clara Muhammad, he was like, and all this is off camera. He says, well, you know, she stuck by her man, you know, and that was it. And if he didn't want to say, he always says, I know he had the information in his head, but he didn't say it. He says, well, that was private life. He says that a handful of times. That was their private life, you know, but he knew the answers. He just didn't want to, I can tell. Because when a person don't know, you know how, you know, they go through the motions of not knowing. But he knew And so, but y'all gonna really enjoy it. It's a very rare interview. It's no 2-hour interview of John Ali anywhere on the internet. So you guys are gonna get it by the end of the month. It should, no, maybe in 2 weeks or so, but I'm gonna put it in pieces, because you can't put all titles in one title. So
Yeah.
so, but it's interesting. It's interesting. We go back and forth, good, bad to ugly. You're gonna hate me at some parts, you're gonna like me at some parts, you're gonna feel indifferent about some part. You're gonna say I'm an NOI hater. Reg put that in here earlier. I just want the truth, man. I just literally want the truth. And I'm gonna offend people along the way. I know that. But slide my DM, you know what I mean, and tell me you hate me, tell me you mad at me. Put it in the comment section. I'll get better as I go. So that's where we're at with that. And yeah, man. But I had a great time. I had a great time. I would love to go maybe in 6 months. I'm gonna go visit him again in 6 months, maybe, just to follow up, you know. So we'll see. So
Everybody like drop it ASAP, drop it tonight, drop it tomorrow.
Nigga, drop that shit. I
I
ain't gonna drop. I'm gonna drop it in pieces starting tomorrow. I'll drop it in pieces, and you guys gonna enjoy it. Between him and Khalil Muhammad, you're gonna be full. If you're pro, or was it pro, or was it anti or pro? No, it's not pro. What is the other one besides pro?
Anti and pro, the opposite.
Oh, okay, anti and pro. Yeah, you guys. Yeah, you guys are going to. Oh yeah, David Morano. Yeah, my uncle. Yeah, I went to Venice High School '95. Everybody knows me because I had the baddest. I went to prom with the baddest girl in the school. You know what I mean? Everybody know me. I was a good athlete though. But anyways, I'm gonna show y'all my prom picture. Show you, I've been getting bad. I've been getting dimes, nigga. What? I gotta find my prom picture. When y'all see my prom picture, y'all gonna be like, "Damn, nigga, how you do that, nigga? Damn, nigga got baddies, man." Anyway, no, dime on top of dimes. I wonder how she doing. I ain't seen her since my senior year.
Yeah. I'm send you my prom pictures.
Yeah. What did he say about? Oh, he said Khalid Muhammad was off base. That's a direct quote. He says, "I liked him. He was a bit off base." That's what he says. So that's what he said.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's what he said. That's what he said.
Shit.
That's riling you up. Why? What you gonna say about that?
Are you trying to fire me up?
No, I'm dead ass. That's what he said. That's what he said. No, that's what he said. He said he's a bit off base.
Yeah, no, I believe you.
I don't think he like. I don't know. Like, man, we had a great conversation. Oh my God, I'm gonna drop this video. We had a great conversation about. See, I understand. Y'all understand it too. But when I read shit, I take every word for its own definition, right? When I read a statement, and when Elijah Muhammad told him to read "our president," I never understood that for 20 years. I never understood why he said "our president." And I'm sitting there like, I thought the white man was a devil, but you use the word "our president." I'm confused. And it's a great, I wish y'all could see his body language, but the camera's in the middle of the table. And oh my gosh, damn. Man. Oh man, his body language tells a whole story. God damn, man. I'm grateful that he gave us his interview, but oh man, damn, dog. Damn. It's good, man. It's good. It's good. His body language, though, man. When he knows he can't give up the information. Oh man, his body language just, and you'll see it in the interview. Like his body language is just aloofs. So yeah, man, it's some good stuff though.
Yeah, it's funny when you were talking about people being able to produce their own content and to like they can make their own stuff, videos and whatnot. And I don't know, I think you said as long as you have a good setup at the house. I can't remember. You just said it a minute ago, but I was thinking about it, and as long as people got good questions and good content, and I was thinking about the brother that me and you we just watched the Khalid Muhammad piece.
Yeah.
But that guy has really good questions. I saw that he did one on Dr. Umar, and he did another one too. I don't know if you saw those, but his channel was called Extraction Attraction.
Extraction.
Check him out, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good brother right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was in the. Sorry. Go ahead. No, you know it. You gonna say exactly what I was gonna say. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, please. I talk for 10 minutes.
No, go ahead. Because I have another thought in my head.
No, go ahead.
Fuck! I just lost it. God damn. Come on, DB, get it together. What was it? Anyway, Extraction Attraction. Yeah, so check out that channel. Damn, bro, you made me fucking lose it.
Oh shit! I just got my John Ali artwork. Now we ready to go.
Right. Okay.
We ready to go now, baby. We ready to go. Shout out to the graphic designer, man. Yeah, we good now. We good. That's all I was waiting on. Oh, this gonna be fun. Oh man, this gonna be fun. I'm very interested to see the reaction. DB?
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. I'm saying shit gonna be dope. I'm waiting like everybody else on this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yes, indeed.
It's good.
Yeah. But yeah, man, another good one, man. Another good one. Shit. Waiting on that one right there. Waiting on Dr. John Carlos.
Oh, tomorrow we got Dr. John. Dog. We got Dr. John Carlos tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to ask him about motherfucking George Foreman. Oh, I want to ask him about George Foreman. Because George Foreman waved the flag, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so interested in that. Hey, man, please, man, he's only going to be here for an hour, so you're not going to be able to call in. But, man, please ask questions, man, because, man, I'm excited to talk to this man. Oh, man. I've looked up to this man for so long, man. Admire someone for their courage. The only if you go to my Instagram, I said this about 3 years ago on my Instagram. I only want to win a major award because I know I got the world's attention for 5 minutes. That's it. I don't care about the award. I don't care about who's judging me. I'm just saying I know I got the world's attention for 5 minutes. And he had the world attention for 5 minutes. And he did oh man. He said it cost him so much he would do it all over again. And he met Malcolm too. He met Malcolm X too. He got a great story on Malcolm X. You know what I mean? And he was walk up and down the streets of New York with him. So this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. We got an hour with him. And yeah, so it's just gonna be fun. Reg, I'm not gonna remember that shit tomorrow. Remind me tomorrow. My pen died too. My favorite pen, I gotta replace. I ain't even got no pen. That's why I got my book here, but my pen died literally Friday night. So I gotta get a new thing. So
yeah, for the people that have my phone number, you could text me the questions, like if you have any questions. And then for the people who don't have my number, if you have me on Instagram already, you can send it to me in a DM if you don't send it to Fred. But I'm sure Fred's got a series of questions already ready as well. So that'll help streamline the thing and get it to him. But if you guys come in at 9:30 and start asking questions at the
4
end.
o'clock tomorrow. 4 o'clock tomorrow. 4 o'clock.
I'm sorry. See, there you go right there. 4 o'clock. Yeah, but coming halfway and halfway through, he'll already be in a rhythm of answering questions. And yeah, just might not be able to get it in. You know what I'm saying? And I know some people might feel, what's the saying, a type of way when a question can't get asked. So, send it. And if you want me to ask it, you got to at me so I can see it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You gotta at me, because if not, like, I'm gonna just see it and I'm gonna be looking for the people who looking for me to ask a specific question. And also, phrase it try to phrase it in a way where you want it to be asked. But if you just say something like ask about Malcolm, like that ain't yeah. Right. And then I'm gonna ask you, and then by that time Fred's asked 2 more questions, I ask another question, and it's like, all right, cool. It's 4:57, and like we gotta let the dude get out of here at 5 o'clock, otherwise he'd never come back again. So
yeah.
Man.
And
so 4 o'clock on the West Coast, and that's 7 p.m. on the East Coast. So for Love is the Word and Peoples Hernandez, all the people on the East Coast is going to be 7 p.m. your time, 7 p.m. on the East Coast.
Wow.
West Coast, 4 p.m. So put a reminder now, because usually when we do them at 4 o'clock, people come in at about 4:15 or 4:30. Oh, I didn't know you guys were going on. So yeah, we got at least 250 people right now that can get it. So yes, indeed. All right, yeah. Kyle is gonna go live again, so y'all can hit the link if y'all don't already have it. I'm sure he'll drop it in a second. But we got to keep on pinching pennies in the GoFundMe so we can get that stuff done before 2021 is over. So boom, there it is. So Kyle just dropped the link.
Marquise, damn, Hustler's home. We appreciate you, man. He donated to the fundraiser, man. So, somebody go match him. Somebody go match him. He just donated $500. Somebody go match him. Somebody go match him.
Yeah, right on, Hustler's home.
Somebody go match him.
Hustler's home.
Somebody go match him. Go match him. We halfway there now. We got 24 more hundred. I guess this is gonna be the award show for 2021. So we're gonna do it at some point. As soon as we hit the number, we're doing the award show. So yeah.
Boom, there you go. And there's the GoFundMe right there. So y'all can hit that. A couple of links for y'all to hit. And boom, yeah, y'all hit all them links in the chat right there. Donate, subscribe, just support. You don't necessarily have to you don't have to match Hustler's Home with the 500. You could try to beat him if you want to.
Yeah, don't match him, beat him. Why you want to tie? Why you want to tie? It's like watching a boxing match and it's a draw. Put 501 in there.
Yeah, 501, like the Price is Right. Shit,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Who gonna match him? Who gonna match him? Hey, by the way, PPD just hit me like a couple hours ago, and I'm gonna reiterate again. This show has donated thousands of dollars. I repeat, not 100, not 200. We've donated thousands of dollars to local charities and national charities. So, I mean, thousands. It ain't like no. So give yourselves a pat on the back, man. The super chats goes to a great place, you know what I mean? And so it's just awesome that I'm gonna post it tomorrow. She's gonna send me all the non-profit. So many nonprofits that we've donated to. We've even donated to excuse me, I'm not gonna talk about the people we've donated to, but just in terms of the nonprofits, yeah, we've done a hell of a job. So keep them coming. So I'm excited about that.
Yes, indeed. All right, cool. Well, man, it's time to get out of here. But Fredro, I know you done looked at a couple of names and you want to give some love to some people.
Sure.
We're gonna give some love too.
I think I'm gonna give some love to Love is the Word. Love is the Word. She said she just woke up. She fell asleep. She just woke up. Oh man, shout out to Pound for Pound Sport. We gotta give Hustler Home some love too, man. This motherfucker came through heavy. You know what I mean? Like heavy is the head that wears the crown. You know what I mean? Appreciate your AB 415, man. Everybody getting some love in here, man. I appreciate you, Yova. PPD get some love. S. Dot, even though he disagrees with me yesterday, he was on my head. And Hustler's Home, man. Appreciate you, man. All love, man. Eminem, Maurice McElroy. Appreciate you, big homie. Yeah, man.
All right. Now let me get a family some love, man, before we slide out of here and go powwow with the brother Kyle. All right, cool. So shout out to brother Code 10, AB415. Salute to the Queen, Patty Dean. Much love, respect to the royalty in the building. H Money, Mr. H Money, Mr. Supreme, H Money Boxing in the house. S. Riddle 45, Hustlers Home. Salute to you. My California brother Yova in the building. What's up? Love is the word. Salute to the Queen out there. Let me see. We got AB Pound for Pound Sports Entertainment, new name for the channel. Salute to you. Yeah, we got Brother Code 10. Yes, we did. Boxing Conversations with Reggie Owens. Aeon Jack. Look, it got all the Los Angeles in here in the Los Angeles area. Cosmic Gold 2019. Mr. Tennessee himself, Hustler Slim. JQ, Jaquan Pickett in the building. Chicago, Jay Dixon in the building. David the Real Thomas, salute to you. Thank you for coming through. Valiant Prize Fights. Salute to you and thank you. Kenlon Jones, Mr. Consistency now. James Baker, salute to you. P. Good, my brother, what's up? Mike Weary the Great, shout out to you. Let's see. Kevin Abinsets, he said facts. Great show. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you being in here. Let's see. E1K, peace to you too. And did everybody else fall asleep?
It's coming. You see that? You see that? Oh, you're not on the screen. Yeah, you are.
I don't.
Yeah, man. It's coming, dog. It's coming. It's coming.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
Mhm.
Okay. Bumpy Thompson. Yeah, my brother. What up? Josh in the building. Josh, I thought you took off, man. Josh still in here. What up? Let's see, man. Big Unk, Dre Finest. Salute to you. I think that's it, man. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now they coming through. My big bro, Punch on the building. Dave Jack, Eastside. Trey, Trey. Salute to you. Patricia Shelton, the Queen. Salute to you. My cousin SSCs are in the building. And DJ said, great show, fellas. Love. For all love. Fred and DB. And, of course, the Queen, Patty Dean. Yes, indeed. And Jarvis Johnson, JJ, South Central Zone. He said 323. Better believe it. Ain't nothing like it. Cool, man. I think we done got just about everybody. Let somebody gonna come in right now, and in the next second or two. Rob G. Film, we finna rock out, man. Where you at? There we go. My cousin Aeon Jack. Boom, boom, boom. I see you in the building. All right, man. And Peoples Hernandez. I know he listening in, ready to drop the 5 mics. Says this was another hot one right here, man. So again, I was getting ready to say John Ali. So you got Dr. John Carlos in the building tomorrow, 4 p.m. West Coast time, 7 p.m. East Coast time. And anywhere else in the world, you somewhere in between. It'll be 5 or 6, wherever you at. So we catch y'all then tomorrow at 4. And then again, we catch y'all in the evening time tomorrow. See y'all over at Kyle's, man. Be easy. Peace, love, and play the song, Fred!
Yeah, man. Millions and millions of people, man. Hey, this motherfucking John Ali interview gonna be historic 100 years from now. Oh, lie. Khalil Muhammad, 100 years from now. Come this way before the open door.
Circumstances never came to pass, and life happened all so fast. No, it got lonely sometimes. You see, I know we couldn't make it, even on I'm off beat. I still land on my feet.
Isn't that dope? People, I'm off beat. I still land on my feet. I hope somebody interviews me when I'm 75. God, please, somebody interview me. Please, someone call my phone and be like, can I interview? I'm like, hell yeah. Oh, man, please, God, please.
People Hernandez.
Nice to play with no rehearsal. Rob G in here somewhere. So why y'all? Hey, I'm telling you the truth. Hey, the things you gotta do. Hey. Much is given.
When I made the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness.
Yes.
You can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little
sweat, what's your persistence?
You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine on that and make it brilliant. Open up your eyes now.
It's the moment of truth. No backing down. For the children, it's a given.
You gotta give it.
Be a blessing.
It's my
This
personal
is my
statement running in like a
game
case.
like I'm aces. Learn to develop patience, determined to be the greatest yet. Bobbing and weaving, they change it up like the season. On the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition, back up against the ropes. Fighting for recognition, I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lack it. Or cancer slowing our road. I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah. Give back, give love.
Giving something away. Never give up. Stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet.
I stand on that ground.
I'm going back and fight this final round.
Last time, y'all. No rehearsal. For your bro. Because the devil is a lie. Hey. I'm telling you the truth. Hey. It's all in what you do. Hey. The things you gotta do. Hey. 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 Hey.
Yeah. Peace. Rice, bruh. The Sweet Science Examiner, Big Tank in the building. See y'all, family.
Love y'all, man. Thank you, man. Great show tonight, man. Great show. We got 2 shows tomorrow night, man. 2 shows. Appreciate you, man. Big homie. All right, love you, DB. Go on.
Love you, brother.
All right, peace.